So you're in your early 20s, you're playing for the New York Metro Stars, now the New York Red Bulls, and you end up getting a call from the Manchester United goalkeeping coach telling you the club is interested in your services. Is it true when you get that call? I mean, basically, you say, if not another thing happens, I could live on this the rest of my life? For
sure. I remember it clear as day. I was in national team training camp in January, the annual January training camp. It must have been 2003. I might get my years wrong, but I think it was 2003. In the January camp, we were in Bradenton, Florida, and I got a call. I had never seen the number before, and I picked it up. It was him, and it was almost Mission Impossible style. Like, there wasn't much of a conversation. He didn't need a call back. He was just saying, "Look, we're following you. There's nothing you can do. Just keep playing. Try to play well." And we're excited at the prospect of continuing to follow you and hopefully making something happen. That was it. And
what do you do when you hang up from a call like that?
Tell a lot of people, tell my friends and family, and just put a smile on my face and boosted my ego, and it actually spurred me on because that was the beginning of a new season, so I was excited.
And to give this some context, Manchester United is probably the single most storied and popular team in all of sport. So how long was it before you actually ended up getting signed?
Well, that was in January, and then we had there might have been another point of contact at some time, I don't remember, but in May, we played Mexico, and we played Mexico in Houston. And that same goalkeeper coach had called myself and my agent and said that he was going to fly over for the game, to watch the game and to meet with me briefly. We played well. I think the game was 0-0, and then that was it. Basically, they got the ball rolling. I saw what they needed to see, and then it happened so very quickly after that. I mean, by June or July, I was signed. I was on a plane, signed the contract, coming back over, packing up my stuff, and not that I had much stuff at that time. And then I met up with the team for preseason.
So in terms of your popularity then, I mean, and I guess the state of the MLS at that point anyways, you basically, you could walk down the street, go completely unrecognized. When you get off the plane in Europe, how quickly did you realize things have changed?
I kind of knew that my world was going to change. How much and exactly how, I wasn't sure, but I think I was preparing myself for, like, okay, things are going to change in a big way.
How did it change in terms of anonymity?
I think that basically everyone, without even having played a game, everyone knew who I was. In Manchester, at the restaurants, at the stadium for press day, and all the rest of it. People know who football players are, soccer players are in England. And so, again, without having even kicked the ball, there's so many more people knew my name than even they did in New Jersey.
I know your very first game in the MLS, Giant Stadium versus Colorado, was particularly significant for you, but then also your mom, she told me she almost fainted the first time she saw you on the field. Your longtime friend and former coach Tim Mulqueen talked about how nervous he was just leading up to that game. But I wonder how that compares to your first game with Manchester United.
Yeah, very similar feelings, kind of trying to keep my head above water in the Colorado game, not having played before. Just trying to keep it simple and make a few saves and stay out of the headlines. And my first game for Manchester United was no different. Same butterflies, same nervousness. Questions of whether I could compete at that level. Again, another step up. Keeping it simple, trying to make saves. It didn't change. And but my mom, she'll get nervous on this weekend. So, I've played 600 games and nothing's changed. So, which is kind of funny.